in the game.
Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on last year's national champions, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Falcons will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Kansas offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Bohannon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
They're going to ride this running back. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And talking Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bohanna. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Throw, they get paid.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Air Force's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Falcons moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls it in. It's Norris. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's McGooligan. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Where it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket breaking down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Oh, he's got some space. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bohanna. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like that's part of the process that goes with it. But you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on second down for this offense. Gives it on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Falcons in the hurry up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Finds it back in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's McGooligan. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rock Chunk. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready, break. Get set, get set.
To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
On the set.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And the Jayhawks will boot away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Looking to throw, it's McGooligan. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Falcons are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Might be changing the route. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jolly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pulls it in, it's Bohannon. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
4th down, coming up.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk! And the punishment has been extended.
This offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Firing to the right, complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's up to 81 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's McGooligan. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Falcons will punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's on target and complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tap.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's McGooligan. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Falcons line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them? Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. There's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. This is a real statement game, proving that you're worthy of this lofty ranking, holding off a challenger and doing it with a great passing game.
No doubt. And early in the season, like, you're trying to prove that ranking, right? There's a lot of people that doubt preseason polls and what they amount to and what they mean. With this passing attack, Palmer, it looks legit.
You're absolutely right, David. I think a lot of that preseason ranking was what happened last year, who they have coming back, but you can't ignore the talent these guys have in the quarterback position and the dudes they've got downfield catching it. That's shown up today.
Going to the running game.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented.